Hello, good morning, Medha. How have you been there?
Sir, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, so Medha, I just want to know that you are from Navi Mumbai, right?
Yes, I'm currently residing in Navi Mumbai.
And your interview right now in Chennai.
Yes, sir.
So how have you been here? I mean, that from Mumbai to Chennai. How you have been? What transportation did you use?
Sir, I came to Chennai by flight.
Okay, so assume a situation in front of you that can you introduce yourself in a creative way if you are meeting someone for the first time on a journey?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm 12 years old. I study in grade 7 in Delhi Public School, Nerul, Navi Mumbai. I was born in Coimbatore, but I now reside in Navi Mumbai. My father, Mr. R. Suresh, is a project consultant in rubber and cable recycling, while my mother, Mrs. S. Subhashini, is a homemaker. I take great pride in learning. My favorite subject is mathematics. I have a wide range of hobbies and interests. I'm an avid reader and I love reading books. I also learn both Bharatnatyam and Kathak classical dance forms. I practice Carnatic vocal music too. In addition to my artistic pursuits, I'm an active member of my school hockey and DSO yoga team where I love the teamwork and discipline that sports brings. I can play both the Carnatic and the Hindustani flute, and that is why I was selected for the Inter DPS instrumental band. I am also a girl guide in the Bharat Scouts and Guides movement. That's all about me.
Great, you had a lot of information on you. And what does your name mean? Is there any story behind it?
Yes, sir. Sir, my name Medha means memory or intelligence in Sanskrit. My parents chose this name for me because they believed that I would grow up to be an intellectual child. Also, my name is synonymous to Kamakshi Devi, whom my father is a great devotee of. I am very much motivated by my name. I hope that I can live up to my parents' hope and my goals for it.
So, how many best friends do you have? Is there one, two, or many of?
I cannot hear you, sir.
How many friends do you have?
Sir, I have many friends, but I have only one best friend.
May I know the name of that?
Sir, the name of my best friend is Amartya Yadav.
Okay. If I ask your best friend to describe you, what do you think I mean, that your friends and he's going to say about you?
Sir, Amartya would describe me as cheerful and bubbly.
Okay.
Um, he would tell that we share the same interest, and I am interested in music a lot, classical music to be precise. And he also knows me as a very friendly person.
Fine. So, how do you think moving from Tamil Nadu to Navi Mumbai has influenced you?
Um, Sir, I was just born in Coimbatore, but then I was living in Navi Mumbai, so I don't have much of an influence. So I have been living in Navi Mumbai since I was kind of a kid.
Okay, so you were a kid at the time and you haven't been over there since a long time. Is this?
Sir, I do go to Coimbatore during the summer holidays, but I mostly live in Navi Mumbai only.
Okay, so how do you manage living away from your home state? Don't you think that Tamil Nadu in Navi Mumbai? And how do you miss these things? And what do you miss the most thing?
Sir, first of all, I miss speaking in my home language because when I'm in Navi Mumbai, the only place where I can speak Tamil is my home because nobody else here knows Tamil. Second, I miss the delicious scrumptious food of Tamil Nadu, and mostly I eat North Indian food here. So the two things which I miss the most is my home language, my mother tongue, and the food.
And if I ask you earlier to describe yourself, which language would you choose to describe and for communicating over here, Tamil or English?
Sir, I am comfortable in communicating in both languages, but I know a little less Tamil vocabulary, so I would mostly choose English.
So, can you tell us the capital of Tamil Nadu?
So the capital of Tamil Nadu is Chennai.
Is there something unique about it that I don't know?
Sir, I cannot hear you.
Is there something unique about it, the Tamil Nadu, like you mentioned, the Chennai, that I don't know?
Sir, India's oldest surviving bookstore, Higginbotham's, is in Chennai. And
Okay,
also, Chennai is home to the Marina Beach, which is India's longest beach.
okay. Unfortunately, I know about it. Well, okay, fine. So, what did you choose to prepare for the RIMC entrance exam?
Sir, I can't understand your question. Could you please repeat
Why did
that?
you choose to prepare for the RIMC entrance exam?
Sir, I believe that RIMC is a cradle of leadership and excellence, and the uniform of the armed forces ignites a fire in my heart to join it. And I believe that RIMC would be the best platform where I can hone my skills, which will eventually lead me to join the army and wear that coveted uniform I have always dreamt of.
Okay. Medha, how many siblings you are?
So I am the only child.
Okay, so tell us about your family and their role in supporting your journey so far.
Sir, my father's name is Mr. R. Suresh, and he's a project consultant in rubber and cable recycling, while my mother, Mrs. S. Subhashini, is a homemaker. Sir, so my mother has always motivated me a lot during my journey till here, and I attribute a lot of my achievements to her. And I am really proud that my mother, who is a qualified higher school, higher secondary school chemistry teacher, had left her job to look after me. And I am really happy that I have a caring and supporting family. My father also supports me in all my endeavors.
Okay, so how was your written examination?
So it went great.
Okay, so you have done well in your written examination, right?
Um, yes.
So, which subject did you find most challenging and how did you overcome it?
Sir, I found general knowledge the most challenging because general knowledge is like an ocean and there are so many things to learn. And I couldn't remember some of the things, and I found GK really hard at first. But slowly I started breaking down facts and using tips and tricks to remember things.
Okay, so imagine you are asked to explain the importance of time management to a friend who actually and often procrastinates. What would you say?
So I would say that time is money. So without time management, it's like you're a person without any money. So you should know how to plan and value your time, and you should never delay things because time is like sand and it slips between your fingers. So you can never ever get the lost time. And there is um, a shloka in Sanskrit which says that
Yeah, go ahead.
time, like if you do your work or not, accidents or death are not going to wait for you. And later you shouldn't feel like I didn't do this, I couldn't do this on time, and you shouldn't regret this. So I think so that you have to follow time and not procrastinate, because at this point time isn't very much important to you, but later in your life you will get to know that time is very much important.
Fine, great. So do you know that shloka that you are talking about?
Yes sir, one second, I'll recollect it. श्वः कार्यमद्य कुर्वीत पूर्वाह्णे चापराह्निकम् न हि प्रतीक्षते मृत्युः कृतमस्य न वा कृतम्.
Very nice. You know, you should at least go in a singing competition as well. So are you thinking about this?
Sir, I have taken part in a few singing competitions.
Okay, sounds good. So I believe that it will be very nice if you choose this. So suppose that I'm giving a situation, if you face a situation at RIMC and where you disagree with the senior cadet decision, how would you handle it?
Sir, so in RIMC, at least in RIMC, the senior cadet is almost like a commanding officer, and you should always listen to him. A senior cadet or an important, if he is holding an important post such as head boy or head girl, is chosen for a reason, because he does not make any mistakes. So there is a unwritten rule in the army, that there are two rules exactly. The rule number one: your commanding officer is never wrong. Rule number two: if your commanding officer is wrong, then refer to rule number one. So as soon as like as much as the order is correct, I'll try to follow the senior cadet. But if I feel that the order is really wrong, I feel that the communication is key to everything, and I'll try to talk to him about it. If he does not listen, I think it is his mistake.
Okay, sounds good. And imagine you are the house captain and there are two students arguing during a lesson. So how you are going to handle the situation?
Sir, I cannot understand the situation, sir.
The situation is that imagine you are the house captain and there are two students, they are arguing during the lesson, and how you are going to handle the situation.
Sir, I will talk to the students and tell them that the lesson is important for them, and they need to focus on the lesson, and they can continue their argument later. Second of all, I'll tell them that fighting or arguing isn't the answer to everything, and I'll try to sort out the problem between them if it is very big or if it concerns me even a little bit.
Okay, so if you are tasked with organizing a cultural event at RMC, as we used to do this, on the day of the event you realize the sound system is not working, what would you do if you are managing these things?
So give me a moment. Sir, can I ask you a question?
Okay, yeah, sure.
So what kind of event is this? Is this a music competition or
Yeah,
a
some
dance?
kind of the cultural event at RMC. We can
Okay.
do.
Sir, sir, if the sound systems are not working, taking it as a dance event, I would assemble a choir and ask them to sing the song which the person is supposed to be dancing. So
Okay.
I think that would do the wonder.
And if I give you instead of this that you were asked to organize a sport event, and but suddenly it started raining, how would you adapt the plan?
Sir, I would reorganize, like reschedule the sports event to a later time in the day.
Okay. Any suggestion if they were males they want to play at the time and so necessary to have that right?
Sir, if the cadets do want to do if the cadets do want to play, then it's fine because a little bit rain won't do much problem to competitions like athletics.
Okay.
But if it is raining very heavily, then maybe I can shift some of the sports to an indoor space.
Okay, I got your point. Medha, you told that you have been always along with your mother, right? And she is the only one who has been looking after you since your childhood, right?
Um, so my father also has looked after me.
Yeah, equally, we can imagine that.
Yes, sir.
But at a home, she was the most, right?
Kind of, huh?
Suppose a fellow or a cadet, one of them, is struggling with homesickness. How would you help him, her?
Sir, I will understand the situation of the particular cadet and tell him that being away from your family is a part of life and you have to experience it sooner or later. So I will try to find him a solution, like such as visualizing his mother or home when he's feeling really homesick will calm him down a little bit. So I think so that that's the solution.
Is it fine that if you will be missing your mother and just remembering her, it won't let her cry again and over?
Sir, there is a story in like in mythology. I'm not very sure about the names. There
Okay.
was a very glorious king and queen. So the queen was always scared that the king was always leading campaigns for his kingdom. So he won many campaigns, but eventually one day he died. So the queen started feeling very depressed and lonely. And so she prayed to Lord Saraswati and told that, please give me a solution. So Devi Saraswati asked her to close her eyes and think of her husband. And so the picture started playing across in her mind and she felt a little calmed after it. Again, after some time, she started feeling lonely again. So she again went to Devi Saraswati and told her. So Devi Saraswati told that whenever you feel like this, try visualizing all the time you have spent with your husband and you will stop feeling lonely and depressed. So it actually worked for her. So that's why I'll use this example and suggest it to the candidate.
Okay, fine. You narrated well. The thing is that, and you have already a lot of merits, as you just mentioned in your dad, and you are narrating right now. You told me, and I'm asking you that you have already done very well in your schools and your academics have you given, and so much. So, what do you hope to learn at RIMC that you have not learned at your school?
Sir, RIMC will shape me to be a well rounded individual. I'll be playing many sports there, and it will also develop values in me such as discipline, resilience, and the discipline which we do in our school is totally different from the discipline in RIMC. So that's an army class discipline, and this is just normal discipline. So RMC will shape me into a well sculpted individual. So that's what I hope to learn in RMC.
And how would you handle a failure or setback at RIMC?
So you mean after I join RIMC I experience a failure or setback?
Yes.
So I believe that fail, FAIL, is first attempt in learning. So I know that setbacks are a part of the journey, and I'll refine my skills and correct my mistakes and come back stronger.
Okay, great. Keep always doing this. May I know that your favorite book that you had recently read?
Sir, my favorite book that I have recently read is Kitne Ghazi Aaye, Kitne Ghazi Gaye. It's an autobiography authored by Lieutenant General Kanwal Jeet Singh Dhillon.
So, do you take interest in history?
So, a little bit.
And as you know that if you have been through, we have different kind of leaders and had been and still be. So some led with strict discipline and some with kindness and understanding. Which type of leader would you prefer to be and why?
Sir, I would prefer to be the leader like Chanakyaji because
Really? I didn't hear you well.
Chanakyaji.
Okay, yes. Go ahead, please.
Because first of all, Chanakyaji was did rule with an iron fist. He was also very kind and he was also very cunning. So somehow I believe that these three qualities are one of the best for a leader. Because if a person is too kind, the people will start taking advantage of him. If the person is ruling with an iron fist, then the people will start feeling that they are not being taken care of. So, in case a person has to rule with both these qualities, he also has to be a tad cunning. So, Chanakya ji had used these three qualities in him and had brought amazing success for his student Chandragupta Maurya.
Mhm. Okay, so as per you are narrating a story, I just remembered something. Do you watch movies or something?
Sir, I have watched very few movies till now.
Okay, I remember something. It is Nayak movie from he was the actor was Anil Kapoor. He
So, I
was a
have not
CM
watched
for
this.
Mumbai. Actually, he was a CM for one day in Mumbai, according to that movie. But apart from the question, I'm just asking you something. If you could be any historical figure for a day, who would you choose and why? And I mean that what you could do for you where you are presiding for your country. What? What kind of figure you would like to be for a day? Who would you be?
Sir, so I just told my previous answer about Chanakya ji, but Chanakya ji was not a king, he was kind of a king maker. So, as a ruler or leader or a king, to be precise, I would try to become like Emperor Rajaraja Chola. So,
Okay.
Emperor Rajaraja Chola was a very great king of Tamil Nadu. He had developed the Chola navy. Many people believe that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had started the system of navy in India, but no, like the original system of navy was started by King Rajaraja Chola when he used boats for warfare. So the best quality which I liked in Rajaraja Chola was his patience. So his father was very old and he was not like supposed to be the king. He was the youngest in his family. So his elder brother Aditya Karikaran was supposed to be the king. But later his father had told that his brother needed the throne. So at that point, the throne had first went to his brother, and his brother had ruled for many years. So at this point, Rajaraja Chola was not treated well, and he was treated as a subordinate. But with patience, he stood, and finally, after the death of his father's brother and the murder of his elder brother, he became king. And when he became king, he did a lot for his people. He built the Brahadishwara temple in Tanjavur, which is now a UNESCO heritage site. He also had an excellent system of judiciary and warfare. So, in case I choose to be a leader or a king, I would be like him.
Okay, very good. And do you know that there had been lately in 2023 or 22, there was a movie PS1 and PS2, if you know about that, the story that you narrate.
Sir, Ponniyin Selvan, right?
Yeah.
Sir, yes, this does explore the Chola Empire, and its original written version is in English, like in Tamil, sorry. Unfortunately, I am unable to read the original version because of its in-depth, pure Tamil language, and I have read only the last volume of it in English till now. Like I couldn't read the earlier volumes, and I feel that the movie isn't the best depiction of everything, and reading the book would be better.
And do you know who was the director of that movie?
No, sir, I'm not interested in the cinema field very much.
Fine. By the way, you know it well. And can you just mention that one habit you want to develop at RIMC if you've been over here?
So give me a moment. Sir, I want to develop the habit of utmost punctuality at RIMC because in our busy lifestyles here, there is punctuality, but there is not a fixed time schedule because the school organizes practices on some days, does not on other days. So the waking up time and the sleeping time becomes totally different. But in RIMC, I'm going to follow a very strict schedule. So there, I will learn at most punctuality, and that is the quality which I want to learn.
Okay, fine. Suppose and you are admitted over here and the day you have spent it. And if I ask you, describe the day at RIMC in one word, what word you are going to use?
Um, Sir, you asked describe the day.
Yes, in one word.
Sir, I couldn't understand
I
what.
mean to say that you admitted over here and you have spent the day at RIMC. After a day, I'm asking you that. How did you feel? You just mentioning that it was great. You learned a lot of things, whatever you were expecting, what you saw. So I'm asking you, describe your day at RIMC in one word.
Yes, sir.
What it is, the one word.
Overwhelming.
One word. Okay, why did you choose that word?
Sir, because overwhelming can be used to represent an extreme of any emotion, and I think that it will kindle the emotion of joy and patriotism in me after I see the lustrous surroundings and the military style lifestyle of RIMC for one day. So that's why I'm describing this day as overwhelming.
So, Medha, you are being interviewed over here in Chennai. Do you know what is the day today?
Sir, 11th November 2024. So today is 9th, but the original interview is on 11th.
Fine. So, what is the significance of November 11th in world history?
I'm not aware of this, sir.
Okay, okay, I just narrate you. That was the day when the World War First in 1980. It was marking the end.
This was the day when World War One ended.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, most of the country in November 11th celebrated as the Armistice Day or Veterans Day in many countries, marking the end of the World War First in 1980. Sometimes they assume that it is a day to honor the military veterans and remember the sacrifice made by the soldiers during the war. So our next question is this: why should we select you Even there are other candidates as well. So why should we select you over the candidates?
Sir, I've always grown up in a household filled with perseverance, hard work, and punctuality. So I believe that I would bring these qualities with me to RIMC and uphold the values of RIMC and the legacy of the Indian Armed Forces. So that is why I think I could be chosen over other candidates.
Okay, so what do you think you are the right candidate for RMC?
Sir, um, I explained it just now.
Now, you just explained that why we should select you over the other candidates. But the thing that you are just feeling from your inside that you pursue yourself. Why do you think that you are only the right candidate for RMC? We should not opt others, only you.
No, sir. Sir, there may be many right candidates, but I think that if I am chosen, these values are the ones that could actually complement my selection.
Okay, fine. Very well, Medha. You just narrated everything very well. Okay. And I believe that everything was fine. So, do you have any question for us that you want to keep in front of us?
Sir, first of all, my main doubt is there are five persons in the interview A, B, C, D, E. So,
Okay.
suppose person C asked me a question. So, whom should I look at? Person C only or collectively at the entire group or 80% at person C or and 20% at the others? What would be the best option?
Okay, suppose that you just mentioned earlier that you have already sing in many competition in your school, right?
Yes, sir.
Assume a situation that you are at a podium and any of the chief guests ask you to sing a song for him, especially. So, which song you are going to choose?
Sir, give me a moment.
And you know,
So, first of all, it would depend on who the chief guest is.
yes, and
Sir, if the chief guest is an army officer, like a defense officer, I would sing a patriotic song.
fine.
Or if the chief guest is an IAS,
Mm,
I would sing Shabashia, but like I'll learn it and sing. And if it's any other person, such as the principal of the school, like not the principal, the founder of the school, I would sing Teri Hai Zameen.
okay, suppose that I'm that chief guest and you don't know much about me as I'm interviewing right now. What song would you play?
Sir, Teri Hai Zameen.
Okay, so when you are singing this song, obviously you are narrating me, especially, right?
Yes, sir.
And there are other listeners as well as the board members and the and TNP cell, right?
Yes, sir.
So your majorly concentration and slight gestures going to attend me, but it is not that they are not listening to you, right?
Yes, sir.
So partly you are going to look at them as well, right?
Yes, sir.
The same answer, the question that you mentioned right now. You got this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I believe that it was nice talking to you and meet you in the next session. And it's my habit, I always say that. Okay, we will cut this. So, how was the interview, dear?
Thank you. Is there any feedback?
The feedback I'm going to let you know later because there's another session at 10 o'clock and I have to go somewhere. You know, how did I arrange this only for you, Meta? Okay. And please, my suggestion is to you that do not hesitate, okay, during the interrogation. Sometimes what happens, okay, my students are calling me again and again. And I was just looking at the phone 4 to 5 times because they are calling me back, and I'm just over the interview and during the interview, so I cannot attend them. So the thing is that when I ask you something, sometime you were slow and sometime you were very fast. So maintain the pace. Okay. The thing is that your pitching sound is very good because when pitching before the TNT cell, there will be a great distance between you and them, right? So if the room is empty over there, okay, and that is
It is
only,
a conference hall.
yeah, it would be something like this. So make sure that whatever you say, it shouldn't be loud, it should be allowed. Okay, loud and clear. Sometimes people raise the voice, but they do not understand that after raising the voice, it's making the disturbance, and it is not actually very listenable. You know the difference between hear and listen, right? So
Yes.
here is something that naturally I'm hearing something, and listening is something that whatever I'm hearing, it is understandable or not. So the thing is that your voice should be allowed. Okay. And earlier, just you mentioned something that you are taking a time to think. Just allow me a moment. You can just put it over there. Okay. So don't just say that, okay, you are thinking, and don't take time. Just you can ask them. And if you don't know the answer, just directly say that, sorry, I'm not aware of this answer. So because you have answered very well, and even you have written, you cleared the written examination. So that's not that you don't know anything else. Yes, they're the student who has answered a lot of questions, even in the math, GK, and English. So it means not that she doesn't know anything. Okay. So from a lot of questions, she doesn't know the one question. It means not that she doesn't know anything, but do not lie at the time. Do not bluff the question. Okay. Do not hypocritically mention anything else, just trying to fascinate your board members. So do not do this thing. If you exactly don't know, just say no. Okay.
Yes.
And at the end, when I ask you something, you just ask and mention that question and about the board members, whom should I look at, because it was I just mentioned this question. But what you should mention, okay, thank you for the opportunity and it was great. Okay, I would love to see you again. Okay, so do not ask the question because they are giving you an opportunity, but do not ask the question. Okay, just admire them about the interview what we did. Okay, and thank you for cooperating me. Okay, that's all. You can do this at the time. And if you are going to, I mean, that pick the tail of this, it is going to be very, very, very sticky. So do not do this. Is this fine to you?
Sir, I couldn't understand, sir. Pick the tail means?
Okay. The thing is that you just mentioned that I would like to know, just you mentioned something in that manner. So what you should say, if I would be at your place, I would like to know how RMC nature candidates, okay, beyond the academics, particularly in area of like of emotional resilience, handling the stressful situations. And I'm keen to understand how the training here prepares cadets to face real life challenges and develop into well-rounded leaders. Okay, so your questions should be practical and related to the RMC.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you could frame it again according to you. That was actually according to me that I mentioned you. You could frame it according. Is this
Sir,
fine
which
to you?
answer are you talking about now?
The last one. Actually, I'm just asking you to frame the question that you mentioned me right now in the last.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is your flight tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir. Huh.
At what time you are flying?
Sir, leaving at 7 o'clock. Flight is 10 o'clock arriving.
So I don't think so that you are going to have jet lag, right?
What?
Jet lag.
Jet lag? No, sir.
Okay, so just feel free. Okay, and at the day, please don't eat too much very heavy. Okay, like fatty things, have nariyal pani and some carbs. Feel relaxed. After giving the interview, you can have anything, whatever you want. Okay, so best of luck from my side. Okay, from Lakshya Academy as well.
Yes,
Whatever
sir.
you need from me, just message me. I will always there. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Good night. Take care. Bye. Good luck.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.